Yeah, come on!
Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. And I got to tell you, it is good to have you back in the studio, sir.
Yeah,
I sat over there for a little bit because I brought a couple of guests in that were scheduled, and then Jeff decides to go to New York. I love New York.
Yeah, I went to New York for a few days, had some time to myself, and because I went with my girlfriend, she was for business, and so I got to kind of roam the streets of New York. Now, and I wore a jacket, I wore a scarf, I wore gloves.
Thank you.
You've never seen me this bundled up.
Did I or did I not wish you well?
Yeah.
I did. I put out a thoughtful message that was almost gay, and I just said, Jeff, seriously, I know how we are. We don't wear jackets, you know, and I'm in a sweatshirt. I do have a lightweight jacket here, but Jeff and I, you got to see my jackets that I have. They're nice, but I'm like you. I'm like garage, car, location, 30-second walk in location, 30-second walk. I can even cut my vehicle on if I need to from a distance to let it warm up. Why do I need a coat going out? It's just something you have to keep up with because chances are you don't keep it up or on when you're inside.
Right. That's why I never do it. But I knew I was going to be walking around, and apparently New York had this big snowstorm, big cold polar vortex.
Yeah.
So it was, you had to. And I knew I was going to be doing a lot of walking around, so I did. And I was in the Soho area. I saw one.
I love Soho. By the way, that's where I usually stay when I go to New York.
Oh yeah, it was.
I
mean,
love Soho.
It was great. It was kind of quiet. I walked all around Soho, the Village, and Chelsea, and because of the snow, there weren't a lot of people out, so it was relatively quiet from what I remember New York City being.
Yeah. So were you in a decent hotel?
Oh yeah, nice hotel called the Dominic. In fact,
The Dominic.
I saw one.
That sounds terribly mafioso.
Yeah, I saw one. Apparently, it used to be a Trump property, and it got taken over and redone as a hotel. So. I saw one celebrity in New York.
You did not tell me this.
No, I was saving it. I was saving it for today. You're not going to like it, but it was a bona fide celebrity that I saw.
I'm not going to like it.
Right when I check into the Dominic. Now, I don't know if it's the hotel that also has residents, in the same building. Some hotels are both.
It could be because I stay at the Soho Grand. That's where I've stayed twice. It's just what I know. It's a little pricey, but, it's fun. You come down, there's a cute little quaint bar with appetizers, then you hit the streets. So I'm wondering if this individual lived there.
They might have because she was holding a dog.
Yeah,
she was holding
small
a dog.
Small dog? Real small?
Yeah. Like a little terrier or something.
I mean, not a 20-pounder, like a little 4-pounder.
Yeah.
Ugh.
She had a dog, and it seemed like she was with like an assistant, like a younger girl.
Make sure my coffee's warm. You know how I like it. Get the door. And did you pick up my dry cleaning?
This is someone that's on TV every day in New York City.
All right, now hold on.
She's on nationally, but it's based in New York City. It's a female.
Hold on. Does she work with her husband?
No.
Oh, so it's not who I was thinking.
No. Close.
Kelly.
No, but same kind of show. But
Jenna Bush?
No. Keep going, but think more of that kind of morning show that you hate.
Oh my God, no, please, Lord. And I swear, this is why I love this show that we're doing. By the way, it's a great interruption point. A 4-hour, and we wrote it down. We're going to start saying this, a 4-hour Atlanta morning show in 30 minutes live without a net.
Oh, there you go.
There's no net. There's our new tagline. So since we don't talk, it's got to be The View.
Yes.
Damn it.
It was Anna Navarro from The View. She is the Latin lady on The View. And it took me a minute to I was like, gosh, she looks familiar.
Wow.
And we actually got in the elevator. I didn't say anything to her. It took me a minute to realize.
You should have said, hey, this is Jeff. I'm Jeff Cole. I work with a guy named Southside Steve. Yeah, he's conservative. I'm in the middle, but we bash the hell out of your show.
Yeah.
And just tape it. You just voice that and see what she says
Well,
to you.
I didn't know her name. I had to look it up. I recognized her, but I didn't know her name until I looked it up later. But I rode in the elevator with Anna Navarro, so that's my only celebrity.
If it had been Joy Behar or
Oh.
Whoopi, would you have talked?
Probably, yeah. Because I knew instantly. It took me a minute to realize.
I'll give
who
you
that was.
credit on not knowing. I probably would have had to have looked too. I probably would have had that. I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was until I got out of the elevator and looked her up. I was like, I know she was. Then I realized, oh, she's from The View. Oh, I forgot her name, but I hear her, yapping on The View a lot.
Yeah, you could have said something like, "Hi, Jeff Cole. Are you going to do your Book of Lies show or your Live Lies? Y'all call them Live Lies."
Let's see. That was the only celebrity sighting. This was interesting. Speaking of the hotel, so I guess
Okay.
it was right next to someone's apartment, like an apartment building.
Wow.
Okay. And so I'm looking at a couple of room floors down on this apartment, and I just happened to, we were talking in the room, like, well, what's going on? What do people do here? Open the blinds, look down to a window, and I see this couple just going at it in their bedroom.
Having sex.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100% like, in daylight with the windows wide open.
By the way, when you do that, you don't have to do it 20 times. It's like you're getting into. I know what you did. You're like, I'm just going to watch. No, that's bizarre.
Yeah, we sat
in
there
a bed or on a
in a
couch?
bed, like a bedroom, and there's just the bed was right by the window, and you could had a clear view from our hotel room.
People think, when you're up a couple floors, you can get away with murder, but you can't. There's always somebody watching.
Yeah,
Like you, pervert Jeff.
That's what I did. And then the other highlight would have been I went to the Comedy Cellar
No.
and saw this guy, Sam Morrill. He's done a few Netflix specials. He's a younger guy, has a real kind of scratchy, deep voice. You'd recognize him if you saw him.
Kind of like Brian Johnson, AC/DC.
Well,
That scratchy.
no.
Hey, how's it going?
Guy kind of for his age. He looks. He's pretty young too.
I just want to tell you a joke. You know, I drive about like crazy, put him on a unicycle, Ted Pop Willie.
Yeah, so that
I
was,
just did
but that
something
was
stupid.
that's a very famous comedy club,
All right.
in the Village.
Well,
And-
I've been in the Village in the comedy clubs, and when you're going around New York, it's kind of cool because they're all shotgun. You know,
yeah.
if you've seen any of the movies, you see that they're just narrow, and you start at the beginning. You got to go all the way to the back for where they play or where they do comedy or band. That's cool. I love it that you did that.
Yeah, it was kind of a special show because he was, I think, preparing for another special.
Oh.
So it was like some kind of special show where it was just him kind of trying out new material, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. It was packed, and got to see how the layout of the Comedy Cellar works because there's like an upstairs bar, and then they
Right.
have two rooms, literally in the basement that connect on two blocks. It's a whole like block that they have.
You went to a nicer place than I went to. You got some downstairs and two rooms. It's kind of like in Atlanta, when you go to the Dark Horse, it's upstairs bar,
Yeah.
but then you go downstairs
Yes.
and there's a stage for comedy or music.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. So, yeah, that was great, and of course some great food, all the things. But that was my New York trip. So
Yeah.
if that makes Steve MZ,
Yeah.
I kind of could have been in Steve MZ if I'd have confronted Aaron Navarro.
Well, here's the deal. Steve MZ is literally a segment away. Had you taped her, you would have made Steve MZ for sure. Had you had audio, we would have it out there, and we might be a little viral. But it's not your deal. Everybody has their deal. Me, I made a living on the streets, doing the bits, embarrassing people. Now I have my AI glasses, my Ray-Bans. So, and I do that for the Red, White, and Green podcast, which you can flash up the sign real quick just for the love. There it is. That's Ted Jenkins, and we're working right here inside of Exit Wealth. That's our primary sponsor, but also we film Red, White, and Green here, and we film in Buckhead. But you and I are always here unless we're live somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you want to invite the show out, we're getting prepared for that. We want to do some work we know with Rocking Taco, and we'll see where that goes. That could be a blast. But having you back here is good. So I'm like, when you're not here, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I came in, I hit the buttons, and I'm like, hit me, hit you. I'm like, oh my God, you're doing a lot. So you don't worry about it that it's not your thing to talk to somebody. But if I'm with you, I'm going to embarrass the hell out of you because I'm going there. Boom. Brought to you by Exit Wealth Studios and Exit Wealth in general. Go to exitwealth.com if you've got some money to invest. Ted Jenkins, Justin Farmer from our own Channel 2 WSB right here in Atlanta for 17 years. His father, Don Farmer. But these boys went to went to college together, and they've always wanted to do it. Ted broke away from Oxygen Financial, and he was on the air with us for 15 years over at Cumulus. Now he has Exit Wealth with Justin Farmer. And the other thing I want to mention right now before I get into Steve MZ, because it's coming, we're going to do a grand opening on St. Patty's Day is when it's scheduled. Maybe we go a couple days before, maybe we go after. My birthday's the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll see if I do a birthday celebration, but we're going to Small Sliders in Marietta.
Okay.
Small Sliders is doing their grand opening, and I will be hosting it, and it's going to be a blast. And, dude, it's a simple menu. You go on and look at it because you love, burgers and sliders.
I love sliders, yeah.
It's just 3 sliders and their fries, and you get yourself a drink, and I think they have shakes. It's a simple menu. They do what they do the best and keep it simple.
Yeah, it sounds like it's like a Crystal, but better, like higher quality.
Higher quality.
No diss on Crystal, but from what I've heard about this place so far, it sounds like a higher end Crystal.
Yeah, or a higher end White Castle. Let's go after the Northerners.
Okay, there you go. Those
are the only two.
And they're going to be opening a bunch of them across the state.
Oh yeah, but they're going to do 26 just with this guy. I think there'll be 50 in the state. Look, in 5 years, these things will probably be nationwide. They're out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but we get our first one coming up for us, you and I. There is one in Stockbridge on the south side, but I'm with a team that's opening 26, and they're my boys. So those are the ones I'm pushing. Believe it or not, they're going to our old stomping grounds on the south side. They're going to Warner Robins, Macon.
Okay.
Where Jeff and I were on the air
Fox
for 2.5 years, Fox FM. Oh, what the hell? Let's get into it. Steve MZ.
Oh, already hit it. We already in it.
What, you want to hit it again? Because
Steve MZ. Well, like I said, we're live without a net.
I love it. Yeah, every once in a while, there's a lot going on. So there is a lot going on. And when you look at what's going on in the news, we have a death. And I'm a little sad about this one because I love the show in the 70s. The 70s is the best TV. I love 80s for the music. And I love TV for the 70s because, man, people were cool. They had a sense of humor.
Well, so sitcoms started to get real with All in the Family, and wasn't, the All in the Family spun off like the Jeffersons. A bunch of those came from Norman Lear.
Yeah. And then there was one when Edith had left the show, and she was still alive. I guess she had left, and then he's running a show where he had some kids that he was like a halfway house in bunk beds. That only lasted like 2 years. It was kind of a spinoff of like a Welcome Back Carter, and with the high school kids. And it was him, basically Archie watching over these kids. And then he decides to be a cop, which was pretty funny. Him being a policeman. Remember that Southern show?
Oh, with Carol O'Connor?
Yeah.
That was done here. Heat of the Night, based on the movie.
Yeah, so Heat of the Night. So, yeah, a lot of those shows spun out, but I loved me some Sanford and Son. Yeah, come on.
And who did this theme song?
Shoot. Van Halen? No, I don't know.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones. God, Quincy was into everything, including Michael Jackson. God bless. And I didn't mean that sexually either. I just said that. I didn't mean it to come out that way.
Oh, he did. I mean, he did produce Michael Jackson's
He crushed
Thriller
it with
and
Michael.
the first one, Off the Wall. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He did the first 3.
Damn, man, he crushed. Well, he's gone, man. And I'm not talking about Sanford and Son because he's been gone. Lamont is gone. And Lamont is known as Demond Wilson. Demond Wilson.
His name on the show was Lamont.
Lamont.
Right.
Born in 1946, just passed away, and it looks like he had pancreatic cancer. That's kind of an oucher. Ugh, God. But the dude was great in his job. He called his father out. He called all those old people just went after each other, and he'd be like, really? Come on, Dad. What? He's trying to run a business and,
So Red Fox was his dad in the show. I didn't watch. I mean, I saw clips.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, that's a little before my time.
All right, well, do the reruns. It's worth it. And I don't know if this is worth it or not, but it is so Atlanta. And I found this video, and I'm like, what am I looking at? and this is definitely for Steve MZ because we love viral and we love famous. These guys are not famous. I don't even know if they're going to go viral, but they got my attention.
Yeah, and the song is starting to catch on. The song is called Drugs, I think. They're called Hero the Band.
All right, so Hero the band is 3 black guys, and they're not on a stage. They like to be out in front of locations, and we think it's an AI song. But you're watching their hands. You know how to play the guitar well. Are they hitting the chords?
I think they're hitting chords. I don't know if they're miming it because they're playing to the song, on location somewhere. They're doing this thing where they're making a video every day for the same song, just different locations.
And they're
trying to go viral.
Yeah. Well, we got to get them out here.
Well, yeah, they got to come to Alpharetta.
Boys, if this gets to you, you come up in our Alpharetta or you come in our studio. Hell, we'll do a live thing with you just to put you out there in Alpharetta. But it's funny. So it's just a bassist and the guitarist and the singer, and they're just all grouped together.
Yeah, they do. They kind of dance, and they're dressed, kind of rock and roll metal, but it sounds hip hop. Here you go. I got a clip.
Here's the song. Yeah. Look at it,
Wake up
boys.
and I'm rolling, still blazing from the other day. No one can control me. Rockstar 7 days a week. Blowing up another one.
So I can't tell if it's an AI created song or if it's all real. But I can't tell that with a lot of new music. I mean, that sounds like something you'd hear after midnight at Eastside Station.
Yes, exactly. And let me tell you what, boys, I love it. No matter what, it reminds me. There's something about, number one, I like a lot of the music coming out of the 70s, but these dudes, there's something about black guys that want to rock.
Yeah, like Mother's Finest.
Exactly. I mean, that lead singer, I love her. She's a hot damn mess, and she's always like, Southside. But no, these bands, I've seen it, and I'm like, I love this, I mean, this is fantastic. I'm telling you, I'm downloading it or whatever. I'm going to listen to it. It's going to go in my rotation. I don't know how it's made, but you're right. No matter what, you can't produce this. And do they have a drummer? I don't know.
No, that's definitely a drum machine.
It's a drum machine.
That's what I'm saying. It borders on all electronic AI, or I don't know how much they're actually playing live instruments.
You're a musician. And by the way, if you want to follow Jeff, guys, if you see this, I don't know how hard you've been working, but this is a frustrated rock star, my co-host, Jeff Cole. Playing music, doing things, trying to get a music show off the ground. You've had moments. I think you did the first ever podcast in Georgia, and then you walked away from it, and then you talked with Peter Conlon, who we're going to talk to this week on our show, the chairman of Live Nation Georgia. Another reason for you guys to talk to us, we can help you. But I want to meet them.
Hero the band, and it looks like they're from Atlanta. And
I think we're going to have to title this show Hero the Band.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get to them if possible.
Okay.
But let's show a little more. And just the moves, they're choreographed, they're trying. They got to be the coolest guys to hang out with. Let's let it go for a second.
Wake up and I'm rolling, still blazing from the other day. No one can control me. Rockstar 7 days a week. Blowing up another one. Fuck how I know this 808. I know that you have my soul, but I can't seem to let you go.
So they have several videos of that same kind of thing, but different locations. So
Should we use this song if we're going to call the show this, should we tag this song at the end as our track 13?
Yes. There you go.
It'd be a great thing, because I'm going to make.
I'll put a link to the song. Yes.
You know what, boys? You put it out there.
That's what they want. They want to go viral, and this is what you get. You get on the Yeah Come On show.
You get on the Yeah Come On show, and let me tell you right now, you're looking at 50 years between the two of us broadcasting on terrestrial radio. But I got to tell you that I'd have had them in the damn morning show for sure, and we may get them in this studio. I love the way they're playing. I don't care if it's real or not. I like it.
Polydictainment.
Now that we were talking a lot of music, I kind of was thinking of doing a music themed polydictainment.
You want to stay on music?
Well, yeah, a little bit because last night was the Grammys, and it was hosted by Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch it. I don't know anybody on the Grammys.
You would have recognized a lot of the people there. You do know. I mean, Lady Gaga performed. Miley Cyrus was on the carpet. Our very own good buddy Jelly Roll. For me, you know, we were the second radio station he went on in Atlanta, and hell, I hosted a thing for him at Center Stage about 3 years ago, and 41 people showed up, and we plastered it on the radio. And I'm like, how do they not know?
And now he's at the Grammys.
If we mentioned he was somewhere now, traffic jam from hell. And now he's at the Grammys, but he was the only, he's the only guy that gave a Christian speech. Put it so he thanked Jesus a lot.
Did he win something?
Oh, yes. You know what? You just keep talking. I'll tell you what he won, because I didn't watch it either. The War Awards. Here's why I didn't watch it. Don Lemon got a standing ovation. Already,
no.
I'm against it.
Oh no! Because he got arrested. Last weekend.
He got arrested
going into that church. He was part of that church disturbance.
People don't know. It's starting to leak out. It's the same thing with January 6th. Man, do not get emotional. I don't even until the facts come out, and sometimes it takes a second. This one, just not to take over your politictainment, but it's within that. All I can tell you is that there was an upstairs where the kids were, like another area, and maybe even a downstairs.
Like having Sunday school.
Yeah. They stopped the parents from going down to get the kids. There were kids there. Don Lemon is seen and on camera blistering people. People are saying this is not God's church. This is the devil church. They're saying things like that. Your parents are going to hell. They're screaming that. They're saying these horrible things. Kids are crying. 2 women so scared they run out the front door, and it's icy. Slip. One of them hurt her arm, had to go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm. And Don Lemon's using the excuse that he was just there filming as a journalist, but he was agitating too, right?
He was agitating too. He also was a part of it. And they say as a journalist, if you go in on a situation like that and you're covering it, you're just as damn guilty.
Yeah.
But they know that he was in on it. He knew part of the planning. He even gave instructions. Now they're hearing 2 people on what to do. Stand at the end of the pews where they cannot get out and yell what you want to yell. And these people got screamed at for like 20 minutes and not nice things.
All right. So wait.
So that's
he got a standing ovation.
So
did he come out on stage or did he?
Don't know. I just know I saw the clip that he got a standing ovation. He was there. And if you're going to give Don Lemon a standing ovation, you're not my people.
No. So Trevor Noah was the host. I just wanted to read this.
And they're saying he didn't do that good of a job. I don't know.
I don't know either. But Trump, of course, had to call him out. And this is what Trump posted about it on Truth Social. The Grammy Awards are the worst. Well, we got to do my voice. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
The Grammy Awards are the worst. Virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky not to have the garbage litter their airwaves again. The host, Trevor Noah, who he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel at the low ratings Academy Awards. Noah said incorrectly about me that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on Epstein Island. Wrong. I can't speak for Bill, but I have never been to Epstein Island nor anywhere close. Until tonight's false and defamatory statement, have never accused of being there, nor not even by the fake news media. Noah, a total loser, better get the facts straight and get them straight fast. It looks like I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC.
And you know what? That's national television has every right to sue that piece of crap. And I don't know if you can sue the network. You got to find out if the network knew what he was going to say or did he go off half-cocked, because it's not true. You know why it's not true? Because we have CNN audio saying it's not true.
Well, no, that was about him firing the Mar-a-Lago massage therapist that said, hey, Jeffrey Epstein tried to... Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was that. But basically, it means that he went at it. It shows proof. That's what I meant. And I should have clarified
he's telling the truth. Like he said, he hadn't been to Epstein Island.
Yes, that's what he's
saying.
That
he has. Just like he was saying, yeah, I had to fire I had to ban. That's what it was. He banned Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago because of his inappropriate behavior. Cut ties with him in 2003.
2003.
Before Epstein got convicted of whatever he got convicted of. And yeah, this is CNN having to sort of backtrack.
This must have been really hard for CNN to admit that Trump did indeed kick out Epstein from Mar-a-Lago in 2003. Watch.
Epstein The Journal reports that a spa worker from Mar-a-Lago often made house calls to Jeffrey Epstein's home, 2 miles away. But those house calls, quote, came to a halt in 2003 after an 18-year-old beautician returned to the club from a house call to Epstein and reported to managers that he had pressured her for sex. The HR manager faxed Trump a letter suggesting that the club ban Epstein, and Trump agreed, which does mirror the president's own public comments about why he cut ties with Epstein. The White House is responding to the Wall Street Journal, writing, no matter how many times this story is told and retold, the truth remains President Trump did nothing wrong, and he kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for being a creep.
He
There you
cut
go.
ties with Jeffrey Epstein.
He got
long
ties. So yeah, he's just saying that Trump tells the truth,
He does.
and they have to backtrack sometimes.
I don't think you should run for president if you know you've been liar, liar, pants on fire, because it's going to come out, especially if you're as polarizing as he is, even to some conservatives that can't handle Trump. The derangement is real. People have looked. If anybody's been vetted or investigated, he has.
Yeah.
You would know. You would know.
Well, one more music thing I wanted to mention. I just saw this on my music thing. Bruce Springsteen has a new single out.
Oh God, I don't even want to know the name of it. I don't know.
And it is wild because it came
Let
out
me guess.
so quick.
Woke ain't wacky.
It's Streets of Minneapolis.
Oh come
And this shows you this song is out now.
Wow.
I can't play it, but just some of the lyrics,
Go ahead, give me some.
King Trump's private army from the DHS, guns belted to their coats, came to Minneapolis to enforce the law, or so the story goes. Against smoke and rubber bullets in the dawn's early light, citizens stood for justice, their voices ringing through the night. Alex Preddy and Renee Good. And 2 dead left to die on the snow-filled streets. Alex Preddy and Renee Good. So Alex Preddy, that was just 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, he got that song out fast.
Exactly, and I just think it's amazing. And if you play it, it's very Bruce. It's very
Yeah.
But the lyrics are very literal. Like normally Springsteen, a lot of great songwriters, it's kind of like in the Indian Window, and now this is straight up telling the story about how upset he is about ICE.
I'm shocked. I think the only way to meet in the middle is if ICE goes in and says, hey, these are the people we're going after. If you're going after predators and you can show the criminal record and you can show the individual you're after and you know that they've been either a rapist or a murderer or they're a bank robber or whatever, and they're not legal and you know they came in, if you're going to go get them and you want to fight that, you're not American, 100%. But if you can go lighter, I'm trying to think where the anger is. Do they just throw it all under one umbrella, or are they worried that the landscaper that's worked here for 10 years is getting thrown out? It's hard to say. All I can say is, man, have a conversation. I just listened to what you just said. I didn't get angry. I took it in just to hear what Bruce is saying. I didn't go, stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. I could have done that, and that's it, man. You got to quit being emotional and listen, because you might learn something like, yeah, Trump thought he was a creep in 2003 and kicked him out by fax.
Yeah, come on!
This is brought to you, boy, what a perfect place for this sponsor who has been with us for 4.5 years, David Markwell, MarkwellTherapy.com. Yeah, I said therapy because some people need it. You're angry, you're upset, or you're just, going through something. Maybe you lost somebody in your life, or you love your wife and can't get along with her. Regardless, he's got a building full of people that can help you. But David Markwell himself, great guidance counselor, great psychologist, MarkwellTherapy.com in Marietta, Georgia. And it's time now for sports.
Oh yeah, well,
I'm
off on my buttons today.
it's okay. That's all I heard was sports.
Yeah, but this again, another music themed sports because the Super Bowl's coming up.
Yeah.
All I'm hearing about is Bad Bunny.
Well,
I don't even know who's playing.
You know why? Bad Bunny, last night, Bad Bunny wins Album of the Year, 2026 Grammys. Okay, if he doesn't speak English and the whole album is in another language, that's your Album of the Year? And this is why he's doing the Super Bowl? And again, it comes in Grammys, full coverage, all about this guy. He got a standing O, too. Mm-hmm. And so did Don Lemon. So
Well,
there is a
again,
division.
he got to stay. Bad Bunny did, not just for winning, probably because he's getting a lot of backlash for being the halftime entertainment.
100%.
And people are supporting him in the Grammy world, music world.
Yeah, that's it. And then, Kendrick Lamar's there, Billie Eilish is there, everybody and anybody was there. Cher, I have not heard it, and I'm not going to pull it up because that kind of stuff actually bothers me. She had a very awkward Grammy towards the end. She kind of lost her way, and she was wearing this like see-through outfit. She's still trying to pull that 1970s, 80s. She was the first to do it, And there's a few people who got just about nudie-tootie. You can tell they're like, what do we do next? What do we do next? But the best and worst moments from the Grammys, Cher has been given the worst moment in her speak. But here's the other problem. Where or what is going on? We hear that there's an alternative concert.
Well, there was going to be alternative halftime show
for sports.
For
the
people,
Super Bowl.
Yeah, people that don't want to watch Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
I know that Turning Point USA, the Charlie Kirk thing, was doing some sort of event, and I'm on their site, AmericanHalftimeShow.com.
So what you're supposed to do is watch the Super Bowl, and then when halftime starts, send a message to the network, go off their channel and turn to Turning Point.
Yeah, that's going to be on their YouTube channel, on the Daily Wire, all the conservative networks, the All-American Halftime Show celebrating faith, family, and freedom. But it doesn't say, it doesn't have a musical lineup. So I'm confused. I thought that I saw something about Kid Rock playing something during the halftime show somewhere else.
He is. It's Rock the Country. And Rock the Country is actually coming to Georgia. So it's literally, they've got a few shows set up. So 8 small towns, like way small, and then 8 massive shows. And this is a big group of people, and they're coming to Georgia. And they're coming to an area of Georgia that I don't know, Bloomingdale, Georgia. And they're coming there May 29th.
But so this is the halftime show. This is a different show. All-American thing.
Yeah, they're going to Sioux Falls. They're going to Texas. They're going to, Kentucky, South Carolina, Michigan. But it's Kid Rock, the main guys, or Kid Rock, Jason Aldean, Blake Shelton, Jelly Roll, Creed, Brooks and Dunn, Riley Green, Miranda Lambert, Hank Williams Jr., and Shinedown, Leonard Skinnard, John Party, Brantley Gilbert. God,
all the country people.
Ludacris is actually doing it, and Nelly. But now I have heard that Ludacris has gotten so much grief, he may be bailing on this.
Oh, Ludacris is on there?
He was on it. Ludacris and Nelly.
Interesting. Well, I don't know what the alternate halftime show is.
I don't either. There's nothing on it.
Something from Turning Point USA. But I feel like we need to watch Bad Bunny just to see what the fuss is going to be about.
Dear
right?
Lord.
We're going to have to watch it on Sunday.
This is where we take a hit for the media because, I would, and I know the house I'm going to be at next door, they're going to be watching it. And I'm like, they may turn it off. And if they do, I'm going to roll with it because I'll see coverage. And go to Turning Point. We'll see. But you have a decision to make. Do you watch Bad Bunny or do you not? You know what? It's done. To me, it doesn't matter. But that's sports.
All right, I love our track 13 for the day. I'm getting excited about these guys now.
Me too.
I can't. You just turned them on to me this morning.
I've done this to you 3 or 4 times. Well, you've turned one. Yeah, you gave me a Sammy Hagar band I'd never heard of.
Yeah, the super group of the early 80s, Hagar, HSAS or something.
It's awesome.
Sammy Hagar and Neil Sean.
Yeah, no, for sure. So before we play it, I just want to thank also Regal Nissan for sports. Regal Nissan service. Go in there. Skipper is our sports guy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He'll be on with us tomorrow to talk about the Super Bowl. And again, it's right there at Holcomb Bridge Road, 400. Just pull in, tell them you need a come on deal. And it was $26 off an oil change. We'll have to find out what they're going to do in February, but there's always a deal for you in service. And I'm sure they'll knock up 5 or 10% off just for saying, come on. But if you drive a Nissan or an Infiniti, make that your stop for service. And by the way, for the hell of it, they do sell vehicles. But this track 13 is special.
Yeah, so this is, I guess, a new group from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hero the Band. And we were just talking about them. They're trying to go viral, and we're kind of helping out with that on the Come On Show.
I'm about to say, we're doing our part.
Yeah.
But we're all things Atlanta now because our new tagline, you're not going to remember this, but when you tell people to watch the Come On Show, you say, hey, man, It's a 4-hour Atlanta morning show in 30 minutes, live, without a net.
There you go. And we always end it with the track 13, something deep, obscure, or viral. We can add that to the track 13 list.
Yeah.
This is a local band from Atlanta, Hero the Band, and their single, Drugs. And you can click the link in the description to watch the video. It's the Come On Show.